Okay, good job. So you know how we always go over our objective or the objetivo when we do Spanish lessons and the standard or the estándar? You remember? Okay, so the objective, ready? You're going to repeat after me. The objective is I will be able to explore Mexican amate art and create my own colorful drawings. Do we all understand what that means? Okay. So our standard is I will experiment and build skills needed to make art. So you all do. You have to wait. You have to wait. So we've all participated in doing art in this class, right? We do a lot of artwork all the time. And then when you guys go with Miss Ball, you do art. So you have a lot of experience doing art, huh? That's what we're going to do today. We're going to keep building those skills and do some more art, okay? So before we start, I have to teach you guys, because do you guys know what Mexican amate art is?
Yeah.
You know what that is?
Yeah.
Raise your hand if you know. Alex, what is it?
It's like Mexican
Okay.
art that people do.
Okay, does anybody else have a different answer? Andres?
So, you know my grandma and my brother made Mexican, and my grandma always do the drawing in the morning.
Oh, okay. Julian?
Mexican art, they do drawings with paint, and they use paint. I always see people do that.
Okay, so do you think that, I need a quiet hand to answer, do you think that Mexican amate art started yesterday? Or do you think it started a lot of years ago?
A lot
of years ago, right? Okay, so I'm going to read to you guys something about it, okay? Are you listening? You have your listening ears on?
Yeah.
Okay, so amate art comes from, where do you think? Mexico. Good job. So the artists, they paint colorful pictures of nature and stories about their own lives. So you know how when we draw something or when we paint something, there's a story behind it. Tiene sentido, right? We don't just, right? We like flowers, we draw flowers. If we're happy, we do birds in the sky, the sun, right? It has meaning.
I always get ideas.
Good job. So let me read to you something else about it. It says, shh, you gotta listen. It says, a long, long time ago, even before there were computers or notebooks, people in Mexico made beautiful paper from the bark of trees. So look, let me teach you something. So this is our vocabulary. Ready?
Bark.
Number one. Bark paper. Paper made from trees. So I don't know if you know this, but the paper that we have, this paper, it comes from trees. But do you see how it looks? A lot of years ago in Mexico, when they did the amate art, their paper didn't look like this. When they would get it from the trees, it was like brown color, and it was like different, okay?
It looks like old.
Yes, and it looks kind of like wrinkly, okay? So, that's what bark paper is. We understand?
Yeah.
Okay. Say number two.
Number two.
Story art.
Story art.
And that is pictures
Pictures
that have meaning
that have meaning
and tell a story.
and tell a story.
Just like when we do drawings and stuff, it has meaning, right? If you like monster trucks like Andres, you're going to draw a monster truck. And what does it mean? That you like monster trucks, right? There's a story. There's a story behind your drawings, right? We don't just draw without thinking or draw lines, right? We think about what we enjoy, what we like, what our life is like, and we put it down. Like when you draw pictures like Oh, you're in the park with your dog? That's the story. That's your story, right? You went to the park with your dog, so now you're drawing about it, right? Does that make sense? Okay. Jax?
Every time I get ideas, I draw it, and that's what I like.
Yeah, perfect. So you see how her drawing has meaning. It has a story behind it. We understand that, right? Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So number 3, tradition.
Tradition.
And that is something important.
Something important.
I need everybody to say it. Something important.
Something important.
Our families
Our families
do over the years.
do over the years.
So a tradition, una tradición, is something that maybe your grandparents started. Maybe your grandparents said, every year on Christmas, we're going to make tamales. And then they had children, and those are your parents, and your parents said, I'm going to keep doing what my parents did. On Christmas, we're going to make tamales. And then they had you, and then when you get bigger, you're going to say, I want to keep that tradition going, and you're going to do what on Christmas?
Tamales.
Tamales. So we understand what tradition means, yes? Okay, good job. So, let me go back to reading this. Now that we understand what these things are, it says, people in Mexico make beautiful paper from the bark of trees. This paper is called amate. Can you say amate?
Amate.
Amate, good job. They used it to draw pictures and tell stories, kind of like you all do. Pay attention. Pay attention. Kind of like how we draw in our journals or make cards for people we love. Amate art is really special because it shows what's important to the people who made it, like animals, nature, family, or their story. It's also passed down from grandparents to the children. So if we pass something from grandparents to children, it's a tradition. Good job. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys some pictures of what their art would look like. Okay? Are you guys ready? Turn your bodies to the screen.
What? What about what's the paper?
Do you see how their paper doesn't really look like our paper?
No.
It looks very different, right? So their paper is more like a brown color, right? And it kind of looks kind of wrinkly, right? It doesn't look like a straight piece of paper. It looks kind of wrinkly, right? But do you see? In here, what do we see?
Birds.
Birds, and what's this?
Flowers.
Flowers. So maybe they thought that birds and flowers around them were really special to them, huh? Because remember we learned that when we do art, it has meaning and a story. So maybe they really enjoy listening to the birds outside and smelling the roses, right? Is that something we can think? Maybe that's what happened when they were doing this drawing. Does that make sense? Or in this one, let's see. Let's look at another picture. Do you see this? What do we see here?
A bird.
It's a type of bird, huh? And what do we see on the sides?
Flower.
So think, when you look at this picture, think, what do you think this picture meant to this person? But what do you, I need a quiet hand, what do you think this picture meant to the person that drew it? Penny?
I meant that they like the flowers and
Mm-hmm. Does anybody agree? Andres?
or maybe they like paper and then they put a big flower because it's the same height.
Oh, okay. I like your idea. Let's see. What else is on here? So there's a lot of birds and flowers, huh? I think that's mostly. Oh, this one's beautiful.
Oh, I want to make that.
I think that in Mexico a lot of years ago, they mostly painted flowers and birds because that's what they would see outside, right?
Yeah.
They would see the bright sun in the sky. They would see the birds flying in the air.
The roses.
And the roses, and they would go, those are beautiful. And so then they would go and grab their paper and do their drawing, right?
I want a mountain.
You wanna do one?
Yeah.
Raise your hand if you want to do a drawing. An amate drawing. Elisa, you don't want to do an amate drawing?
I know.
You think it's going to be hard?
Yeah.
You don't have to. Look at these. But we don't have to do something kind of crazy like this. We can do something. Oh, look. Here's some more flowers.
Oh my wow!
This one's different. What do we see in this one? A quiet hand? A quiet hand. What do we see? Julian?
I see a sun and a moon and some bird feathers and a bird.
Good job. Okay. So,
Flowers.
what we're going to do is
Amate.
I am going to give you some time to do your own. Okay?
Is it gonna be like amate?
So, we don't have amate paper because it was made a lot of years ago in Mexico. But, what we're going to do is we're going to use, let me show you,
Cartón.
this paper right here. And what we're going to do is we're going to do our drawing. Okay? We're going to do our drawing. Whatever you want to draw. It doesn't have to be like those. You can draw whatever has meaning to you. What you like. What you see around you. Okay? And then when you're done, we're going to do something a little bit crazy. Okay? When you're done, you're going to grab your piece of paper. Let's say this is my piece of paper and I did my drawing. Okay? Do their papers look like this one?
No.
No. So what we're going to do, we finish your drawing, you're going to go like this. And you're going to make it into a ball. So then when you open it up carefully, or else it's going to rip, you're going to open it carefully. And do you see that now it looks more like theirs?
Yeah.
It's like wrinkly, right? And it looks like, maybe it's like old from back in the day.
Yeah, like pirate ship.
Yeah, and it looks kind of cool, huh? But first you're going to do your drawing, and then you're going to do this. Because if you do this first, when you open it, it's kind of hard to draw like this, right?
Yeah.
You're going to go, I can't do it.
I can do it.
Exactly. So first you're going to have your paper like this, and you're going to do your beautiful drawing, whatever you want to draw, whatever feels nice to your heart. And then when you're done, you crumple it, but you're going to do it very gently, and you're going to open it very carefully so that we don't rip it. Because if I go, and then I just go, ha, do you see what's going to happen?
Oh! It ripped it. Man.
So you need to make sure you're opening it very gently and carefully, okay? Do we all understand what we're going to do?
Yeah.
And we all understand that amate art means that it has meaning or a story behind it, yes? We're not just going to draw lines or something random, I don't know, my toes. It has to have meaning, right?
Yeah, not just American stuff.
Okay, let's see. Mesa azul. Sí.
Like, don't be late. Like the painting next to
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about, yeah?
What is Mesa azul.
Mesa rosa.
Look at that.
When you get to your table, class,
Yes.
when you get to your table, sit quietly and wait for me to come give you a paper. Mesa verde. Yeah, you can start. Class. You can start with a pencil if you want to be very careful to not make a mistake. You can start with a pencil, and then afterwards you could use your crayons and the markers, okay? You could use both things. Let's see. Hey, ya dije mesa verde. ¿Quién más está allá? Okay, mesa amarilla. You're gonna write your name, class. You're gonna write your name in the back of your drawing so I know it's yours. And then in the front, you're gonna do your drawing. to get the instructions and you're going to make a mistake. You're going to write your name on the back of the paper and then do your drawing in the front. And then when your drawing is all done, then you crumble your paper. Don't crumble it first or else you're not going to be able to do your drawing. Class, I need you guys to work quietly because I want everybody to be able to focus and think about what is important to them so that their drawing has meaning, okay? If everybody's screaming, you're not going to be able to think about what to draw. You need to think hard. What do I like? Or what do I see? What makes my heart feel happy? And then you're going to draw it. So I need you guys to work quietly so that everybody can think. Very hard. You can use your colors or the markers or both. You can do whatever you want. I'm going to give you guys 15 minutes to do it. Sí, puedes usar los marcadores. Si
Okay, I look, I did it. I think I did it.
Pero caminando, por favor. Clase. Oh, English, sorry. I have a question for you. The paintings that we saw on the board, were they black and white or were they very colorful?
Very colorful.
So how is your drawing going to be? Is it going to be black and white or is it going to be colorful?
Colorful.
Colorful, good job. I want to see a lot of color. Grab the colors that you want and sit down or you're going to run out of time.
I'm gonna do it with the pencil. That's gonna do it with the pencil.
Okay, that works.
Because then I can see it more brighter.
Okay.
Right now, I think I might see it. I do it. Let me see it.
Really good job. I don't see any color on there. You have to finish it all completely, all done. Yeah, but you have to have a lot of color on it. The Mexican amate art that we saw on the board, was it just pencil? Very colorful.
It was brown and pink.
Yeah, they do use a lot of paint because it's super bright and colorful. Okay.
Wait, the little kid do stuff? The little kid do stuff? Yeah.
Maybe.
No.
You just have to be very careful because it gets very messy.
Little kids only use
Keep going.
crayons. No.
I want to see a lot of colors, okay?
Teaching you play white. No, what the hell is that? Teaching. Wait, you know this. You know. That's what I did.
What color? That's the right color. I want to see a lot of colors. No pasa nada. a lot of very, very beautiful art pieces. I think you guys are going to be rich and famous. You're going to sell your art to the museums. They're going to say, this is beautiful, here's $1 million for you.
Look, you have to write a name on the rock.
Yes.
And then
It's going to say, Julián Cortés Cortés.
Pérez. My grandma's last name.
That's your grandma's last name? I love it. It's super cute. Everybody's doing a good job. Keep going. Good job sharing.
Okay, marker time. What's in your drawer?
Oh, I like it. I see what you drew out of it. You guys will be able to see everybody's when we're all done, okay? When we're all done, we're gonna hold it up in the air so we can see each other's, okay? Oh, it's a little baby one. Go grab another one. Grab the markers you need and go back to your seat. Don't put it in your mouth. Don't put the markers in your mouth. You guys have 9 minutes. Oh, Gabriel, I love it. There's so much color.
The moon and the sun. Blanco por la nube. Para la nube. I'm almost done. I just need 2 colors. That's where rainbow.
You
want una bebé?
did a little baby rainbow.
Now. I don't know if raining means that the rainbow. I mean, I put water in the back. Oh my
Yellow feet.
I will play on this bag.
Yeah, keep going.
I'm trying it.
So you're good. Now you gotta draw his body and his head. If you haven't started coloring your drawing, you should probably start coloring because you only have 7 minutes. 7 minutos. Oh, I like that. Good job. Andres drew rain because he drew flowers and he knows that flowers need water to grow. So he drew some rain to help his plants grow.
That's kind of different. Yo quiero una bebé.
Class, I have a question. Do you guys remember what this art is called?
Yeah. Amante.
Amate. Good job, Gabriel. And where did it start a lot of years ago? In
Mexico.
Mexico.
And
Good
they
job.
take for trees and paper.
They were drawing. Yes. The paper came from the tree.
I never seen paper come out of the tree.
Yeah,
that was a long time ago.
No, our paper today still comes from trees. It's just that now people make it differently, so now it's white and it looks different and it feels different. But they still, our paper still comes from trees. Maybe if you guys want to see that, we can watch a video on that another time about how they take the bark from the trees and they make paper. I love it. That's how you want to draw? Does it have your name inside?
I'm doing doors.
Take it to your paper. Yes. Okay. Does it have your name in the back? Okay. Take it back to your table and crumble it slowly, carefully. Good job, Gabriel. Do you see how now it looks super cool because it looks like it's old? It looks like it was done a long time ago. Does it have your name? Okay, now crumble it carefully.
Wait, you can't see it.
Go to your seat. When everybody's done, you're going to hold it up in the air so everybody can see each other's drawing. It looks cool, huh? You're all done?
Okay.
Crumble it carefully.
I'm gonna crumble it.
You got to open it up all the way.
Wait, but I'm done.
There we go. All done? Okay, crumble it carefully. Okay. Hazlo bolitas. ¿Ya terminaste? ¡Oh, me gusta! ¿Ya terminaste? ¿Ok? Lo vas a hacer en bolita con pedazos. ¿Quita tus manos? Ahora ábrelo con cuidado. Pronto. Carefully. You're gonna go like this. Look. With your hands. Squeezing. Okay, now open it carefully.
Guys, look.
Yeah.
And what if we don't have a sun? It'll be cold, right? Wow, these are so nice. Oh my goodness. it's old.
Oh, at this
Can
point,
you please open it to the world? Here you go, Mela. It looks awesome.
you have 40 seconds to put away all the markers. Ábrelo bien con cuidado para que no se rompa. Class, class. Listen to what I need you to do. Juliet, Juliet. Listen to what I need you to do. Jax, listen to what I need you to do. When I count to 3, we're gonna quietly pull your drawings up in the air so everybody can see each other. Oh, I said when I count to 3. I said when I count to 3. Lennox, I haven't counted to 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Look around, look at everybody's drawings. Are
Those
they
are
so
super cool, you guys.
Do they look like they're like old, like from back in the days? Isn't that so cool? Okay, now sit down. Put your paper down. I want you to turn to your partner and explain to them what you drew and why it was coming Gabriel, you can talk to Penny. Turn around and talk to Penny. You're going to share what you drew and why it's important. Important to you. Alex, you're going to talk And why is it Okay, class. I just have one more question to ask you. Listen, sit down a minute. I have one more question to ask you. But I don't want you to shout. I want you to raise your hand quietly if you know the answer. Okay? Are you listening? Okay, I want a quiet hand to tell me what is something you learned today about Mexican amate art. One thing you learned. Andres?
Coloring,
Okay. Leonette?
coloring of two teams.
Okay. Jax?
I learned about art today.
Okay. Alex?
How they made this art.
Okay.
Color.
Okay.
We learned about
Listen to the answers.
We learned about
Tata.
Mexican art.
Okay.
So
paper from the bark of the trees to do their art. Is she right?
Yes.
Yes, she is. Okay, so I have one more question. Did Mexican amate art start yesterday or a long time ago?
A long time ago.
And did they just grab a paper and go? Or was it something that had a story and was
They were
important
like
to
a
them?
story.
A story and it was important to them. Okay? Did you guys have fun?
Yeah.
Do you guys think that you were able to create your own colorful drawings?
Yeah.
And are they beautiful?